Our next segment is called What German Means to Me. And normally, when we're at the park, I would ask for volunteers to come up and just share what they've learned over the past 4 years, other than German.
In reality, I think German is probably one of the greatest things that happened to me at South Forsyth. I mean, I have made so many friends through German. Like, I wouldn't have half the friends I have now if I didn't take German. It has just been amazing. Like, now, I never would have imagined this. I'm planning on, like, studying German in college, like, college for Pete's sake. But it means a lot to me. It means friends, it means family, it means great experiences. Like, I never thought I'd join German club, but here I am, former vice president of it. You know, just getting involved in all the activities and like the service hours and all that. But it means a whole lot more to me than it might seem.
So I initially joined German because my dad's side of the family is German. So I thought it was a really cool skill to have. Also, so I could, learn to communicate with the German side of my family and just kind of bond over that. But then as I went through all 4 years, the first 2 years having Miss de Gaulle and then the second 2 years having Herr Strecker, it really showed me how you can have like a second family in your life, because German, everyone is so welcoming and everyone is so nice in this whole community that it's like, it's refreshing really, because you have other clubs where it's like you have cliques and stuff like that, but in here everyone is welcoming and they just like, they bring you in as their own. And it's really nice to just, get to bond over all this. So German is, although it's a really cool skill to have, and it's going to be really helpful if you go on in life and, you get a job, and it's a really good skill to have on your resume. It's also nice. It was nice to, enjoy being able to enjoy a club where you could feel welcomed and not feel like you were like apart from certain people. Like everyone was together. So, yeah.
German became a second family to me, like Emily said. It's a place where you don't expect to get as close to the language as you do, but there were times where I would be in Frau Go's class or Herr Strecker's class where I would honestly feel like I was more connected to the people around me than I ever have been. I've made so many great friends, and I am very, very happy that I was able to have the chance to even be a part of that club. And I'm very upset that it has to end so soon and in such an odd way, but thank you all.
German has probably been the best thing about high school because it's given me all kinds of opportunities that I never would have had if I had just stuck with Spanish or just kind of went through high school doing nothing. I got up on a stage and danced and lip synced to a German song. I never, that is completely out of character for me. I don't think I'd ever have done that if it wasn't for German. And so, I don't know, it's really close to me, and I feel like my language teachers are the ones that know me the best. So, I like being able to get friends out of the club, and I really admire all the teachers, and I feel like it means a lot to me how close everyone is. So yeah.
Basically what German means to me is kind of like going off of what everyone else has said, is how communal it is and how much fun class is and the conversations we have. And whenever I'm feeling down, I always think back to our German 3 class support. Jacob was there from last year. Herr Strecker's German 3 class was his biggest headache and his most enjoyable class because we were just so crazy. It was so much fun, and I just feel sad that we can't go into class anymore with it, and just have the freedom of if we want to just goof off and still stay on topic and still talk in German and still learn, even though we're just having a ball. And I guess that's sad. And not being able to see Herr Strecker shed a tear or two at Fowler Park. It's definite downgrade.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I left the program so soon.
And still I'm so attached to this particular program. I feel so much closer to and like welcomed in the South Forsyth German program than the one in my current school, even though I was only in it for a year. I made so many friends that I still talk to and that are still very, very important to me. And so, yeah, and just the connections I made with like the teachers and everyone in the program in general. And like, I still, you know, try and go to every event that you guys throw because it just, yeah, it just means a lot to me. It really is a second family, especially since I had moved from a different country and I left most of my actual family. And so like this felt like very, I don't know, welcoming and great. Yeah, I just, and to this day, even after I had to leave my other school's German program, I still kept going with the German learning because I don't know, something about the way I started it in this program just made me love it so much. And so, yeah, just thank you to everyone.
Because I remember coming here as a freshman, and I think the first time I was introduced to the club was right when we were preparing for SGC, and just seeing how connected the community was, how much they wanted to help each other, and how involved they were in learning about German language and teaching others about it. It was amazing. And so that's what made me become more involved. At some point, I chose to become an officer at the club two years ago, and I would have never expected that coming out of middle school, but it was all thanks to how amazing Frau Legal and Herr Strecker's teaching was, and how amazing the community was. And my high school experience would not have been the same without it. And I've made so many friends, and I just can't thank you guys enough for that. So thank you so much.
It's really a full circle moment for me right now because I was here 5 years ago, almost to the day. It was the last time we were in here for the cafeteria because it rained. And it was a program that I was not familiar with at all. In fact, to be honest, I didn't really have high expectations. I didn't know anything about it. And like you, I was sitting here watching everyone speak and express like what German means to them. And everyone was so weepy and I didn't get it at all. So, sorry. To me, German has been the gateway to the world. It's been the gateway to all my friends here. You have inspired me to continue German by making it more than just a class. Like, it's so much fun. I have some of my best high school memories at the State German Convention, and it's really a blast that I get to use German not just professionally later on in life. Like, it doesn't just open up professional opportunities, it also opens up social opportunities because I get to go to Germany for 7 weeks this summer. My flight is all paid for and I get to meet 80 million potential friends over in Germany. Herr Strecker, I have sat in your class every day for 4 years and you've watched me grow not just linguistically, like in every way. I was a different person when you met me 5 years ago. So, yeah, before I go, I want to say I'm indebted to this program forever, and it's completely changed my life. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Susanna Perak, and I'm also graduating this year. And I'm a huge crybaby, and seeing Jossie cry right before me isn't making it any easier. But Frau Legal and Herr Strecker can assure you of that when I came here as a freshman, I was very shy, very quiet girl, which they definitely helped change that throughout the past 4 years. And very quickly, the German class just became somewhere I went for comfort. It's really important to have like a spot in high school where you feel comfortable and safe and just feel like you're part of something bigger, which is what they gave me here. And I'm so thankful for that. It gave me like some of my best friends. They're all sitting in this room and I'm so happy that I got to meet all of them, and I can't tell you how many times I just went to her instructor's room to like talk about anything, like just give him life updates, and anytime he would just leave everything he was doing and just listen to what I had to say, even though I know he probably had like a million things to do at the time, but like a dad, he would give me his full attention and just so much more than a teacher. And probably God and her instructor just poured their whole hearts into this program, and they look for so many opportunities for their students, which are just out there for you to grab. So for all of the underclassmen, like really get involved and like use the opportunities they give you, because they're really looking out for you. They're amazing.
I mean, like, this changed my entire, like, the past 4 years, like, the entire course of my life. All the friends I have, all the experiences I've had, all the opportunities I've had, none of it would have been possible without the German program. I mean, some of my closest friends are in this program, and I mean, if it gives you perspective, my passion in the German program has outlived any of my boyfriends, so. And then I went last summer, and I just really got perspective on how big of an impact you guys have made in my life. That I was able to go over there and understand people who are thousands of miles away. I had an exchange student this year, and she's one of my closest friends now. We talk almost every other day, and I love her so much. I wish she could be here. And it's so hard to put into words. I love all of you guys. I'm so glad I was able to serve as your vice president this year, and I will always cherish the memories I've had. Thank you guys so much.